Hello and welcome back to the Studio YouTube channel. Today I am filming the video that you have all been waiting for. It is my Notion tour. I'm going to be taking you around my Notion and how I organize my life into Notion. Stay until the end because I have a little surprise for you, or check it out in the description box. I've already put it there as well. I use Notion to basically organize every part of my life, from goal setting, personal goals, work, YouTube, all of the above. But let's start with the personal side of my Notion first. So everything starts on my personal homepage. Everything kind of deviates from there. There's some older parts of my Notion that I don't use anymore. But the main thing that I started using my Notion for is for goal setting and to really develop the life that I want to become and to create my dream life, which is also at the basis of the Studio I brand. And I do that in my Goals 2023 tab, where we can find all of the things that I want for this year. So we have the theme of this year, some questions about how I want to feel, what I want to invite into my life, my values, my vision, and also my goals at the end of the page. So my bigger goals, I have 3, and then my smaller goals that I put into categories. And then under that, I have habits that I want to build. And what I do with those things is every single month when I'm planning my month and then my quarters, I go back to this page and it corresponds with what I put on my homepage. So I have my current focus for the Q1 goals and then habits that I want to build each month. Because as I've said before, I try to implement 5 habits every single month. That way I'm not overwhelmed with all of those new things that I want to be starting this year. Another thing that is very dear to my heart on the personal side is my routines. I have lists with routines here: a daily start and stop, a weekly reset, a monthly reset, and a sucky day reset, which includes all of the things that make me feel better when I'm feeling really shitty. And I go through that whole entire list, and by the end of it, I usually feel a whole lot better. Another personal side that I use Notion for is for journaling. I used it while I was going through my burnout. I use it quite a lot to figure out my life. But I also have my annual review in here where I look back on the year and I plan towards the next. I have daily journaling prompts, but what I use the most on this part, if you want to load, what I use the most in the journaling tab is my monthly planning, where I break down everything that I want to be doing that month, my focus. I look back in the previous month. It is a tab that I actually use quite a lot. Then coming back to my personal homepage, I have my work, like my YouTube content calendar here on the side, which is very specific with all the dates of videos that I'm uploading, things that I need to plan. I have it at a glance. It's fabulous. And then another thing that is quite fabulous actually, is my master to-do list. I put everything in here that comes from... Stop talking to me! My master to-do list includes everything that I need to be doing, and on this one there's a filter of what I need to be doing that specific day. I will show you the whole planning tab actually. So when you are in the entire planning tab, I have my master to-do list here. So I have an inbox, and each time that I put a task in here, it ends up in the... So I have my master to-do list. It's on a calendar as well, or I can have a table view with everything I need to do, but I prefer the calendar for this one. Due soon, and then I have it broken down into specific things that I need to be doing. So I have personal, freelance, Instagram, Studio I, some other tasks, and overdue, so the things that are past their due dates. And then I also have some miscellaneous stuff that is quite personal. But so that is my quick Notion tour, but it's not the most exciting thing that I wanted to show you, because you guys have been asking for it and I provide it. I have Notion templates that you can buy. I made a whole entire Notion system based off of mine. It is very closely what I actually use, but it's better. It is more cleaned up, it is more structured, and it is more organized. and I thought I would give you a quick rundown of what we have here. So you can see we are on the personal home. The personal home looks exactly the same as mine, except for a few minor tweaks. So you still have the space for your goals and your habits that you want to build, and you still have the master to-do list. So we have the projects of things to do this week. I put a calendar on your home screen as well as a table view. And something else is I also have a project manager that I integrated into this template. So you have projects for your future self. You can add ideas and then move it along the line as to where you are with this thing. And inside of it, you actually can break those down into other to-dos, and those to-dos you can add onto your master to-do list. So you can actually break down your goals like we always do on this channel into daily to-dos that you can stick a due date into. And it will just all become this beautiful organized part of life. It is just fabulous. I'm going to integrate this in my own Notion. I love it. You also have my lists, but feel free to adapt them in any way that you want to. You have the goals page, all the questions, so you can figure out all your goals, organize them. It might be a little bit late into the year, but it's always fun to write down your goals. So you can organize them right here. You have a goals page where you have your boards where you have your journaling session. You can make a vision board, and there's a space for your long-term goals. And I also integrated some videos and podcast episodes into the templates that you can always delete if you don't need them. But that way you can actually get a little bit more guidance while you are filling these things out. You have the planning tab. So the planning tab also includes your whole entire inbox, master to-do list with areas of life. You can adapt this as you need, but it's a system that works really well for me. The project tab is these two correlate to each other, and you need them in order to make the master to-do list work. So that's why these two are here. Then the project manager, as I showed you on the first page, and a place to place your files and finances. So there's a space to track your expenses, a place to store your files, and a place to make a personal budget. And then lastly, you also have a journaling page. It's not completely finished yet, but you have, so I still need to make some adaptations before I put it online, but you have the annual review as well. You have a daily journaling tab where you can add a daily, I put a little explanation, but so it's basically a daily overview that you do in the morning and in the evening, and then you can add a little picture of the day, and then by the end of the year you will have an overview of what you did every single day. I created this because I was feeling like my whole entire life was just bumbling up together, and this actually really helped prevent that. You have the monthly planning tab where I put even Q1, 2, 3 reviews, a link to your annual review. And in the January tab, there's also a video on how to time plan, how to set goals, how to plan monthly. It's all a great time. It really, really is a great time. And then this is the part that I'm still working on. It is journaling prompts. So you will also find more than 50 journaling prompts in your Notion template. So you can actually start journaling within Notion and starting to get to know yourself more. And that all in a beautiful Studio Eye style package overview. So I hope that you like the templates. It took a while to create them, but it upgraded my own Notion in the meantime. So I'm really excited to start using them myself as well, because they're just a better version of what I created for myself. If you want to check them out, you can find them on my website. The link is in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like, leave a comment down below with other things that you might want to see. If you really enjoy this type of content, I make loads more, so maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Or if you want more short form content, you can follow me on social media as well. Links are all in the description box. I hope you have a beautiful day or night, and toodaloo!